So I know some of my viewers don't care about this, but I know there's enough that do that I'm going to cover this real fast. The drama with the walking, talking skeleton girl, Cooney, with Rich Lux, the fucking Teletubby that wears, dollar store makeup and a Burger King crown in his head and is just, he's fucking touched. I think he's special, so maybe we shouldn't even make fun of him. I think they give him blocks to play with, that type of shit. And there's the whole, Jeffree Star, that, anemic, makeup guru who's like the mafia because everybody's scared because he's got receipts and everybody's got receipts and I got receipts on you and I'm gonna drop receipts on you. Just shut the fuck up. The only receipt I care about is the one I get from the fucking store. I stick it up my ass and I go home. It's where you store your receipts because then you have it for tax season. But anyway, whatever. So shit blew up. A new character entered the whole scene. This lady called Jessi Smiles. Jessi Smiles, I'd heard of her before. She's kind of a rotund, like, pretty chick. I don't know what she's really known for. I guess drama channels or something like that. But a long time ago, she had her biggest thing that I became aware of her was she was essayed by an ex-boyfriend or something like that. And Gabby Hanna, remember Gabby Hanna? The girl with the big nose, the one everybody hates on YouTube. Bitch, she cannot catch a fucking break. Her and that Paytas bitch. Like, you are so lucky that we don't burn witches still, because you bitches would be lit up. Fucking everybody hated these bitches. I could tell why with both of them too. But I guess Gabby Hanna was friends with this chick Jessi Smiles and started hanging out with the guy who essayed her and was kind of like, that's kind of fucked up if you're friends. And there were whole videos made about it, and it was a big thing. And she confronted like Gabby Hanna, and that was a whole big thing. But now she's got her own podcast called Do We Know You? Do We Know You? Which is kind of a cunty title for a podcast, I'm going to say. I'm going to be fair on all sides here. It's kind of not imaginative, and it just seems to be rehashing drama and drama channels, and she defends drama channels, which, okay, whatever. But, go volunteer your time or, feed the homeless or something like that. But drama is important, so I guess I'm doing the same thing. But, so, yeah, she called it that. I don't know. I think, I don't know what name I would have picked for, a fucking sit down, video podcast. If I was her, I would have called it, Anal Rash. Everybody's going to check out Anal Rash. We are going to see what's happening every week on Anal Rash. We are going to tune into Anal Rash. We're going to know what cream makes it better. Anal Rash gets, or, I snapped the baby's neck. We're going to watch that fucking podcast. That is something that's going to grab a hold of you. Do we know you? It just sounds so elitist and entitled and stupid, but so is their podcast or whatever. But apparently, this girl, Jessi Smiles, triggered the fuck out of Burger King Teletubby, Rich Lutz, who's fucking nuts. Now, he was one of the ones who befriended, dying in front of us, Eugenia Cooney, who YouTube still platforms, which nobody understands why. As along with Jeffree Star, who took her to his ranch, and although I did see a funny clip with him and Eugenia Cooney. I mean, she's got the brain of a 12-year-old. I don't know what's wrong with her. Look at her room. Again, she's 29. She's gonna be 30. And she's got Teletubbies everywhere and little Hello Kitty things. It just screams mental patient. I mean, she could get a pink straitjacket. That'd be cool. But she's sitting there at one point. She's visiting Jeffree Star, and he's all, I like he pretends to be nice for 5 seconds, but then the bitch slips out of him like the fucking psycho killer bitch. I'm sure he's killed people in the beauty community. I'm just saying, if you're one of those, like a James Charles or Tati Westbrook or something like that, he might kill you. That guy I might be afraid of if I was in the beauty community. Outside the beauty community, be like, the fuck is this pussy? But in there, you better run. But at one point, he's doing a live stream while she's doing a live stream next to him, Eugenia Cooney, and she's there, pontificating on dumb shit. Like, oh my God, it's love Jeffree Star. Jeffree Star, thank you for bringing me here. You're so wonderful. I love you. I'm dying. Give me a raisin. I'll eat half of it and save the next half for Christmas. So she's doing her makeup or something like that. And at some point, I guess somebody trespassed on his ranch property, and he's really annoyed, and he's like, stupid motherfucker. All of a sudden he turns from whatever. He's like, stupid motherfucker. And she didn't even say anything really. Eugenia's next to him, the stick figure. She's next to him, and she's like, oh my God. He's like, not right now. Please. And he beat her afterwards. I think he beat her every day she was there. He chased her around the house with a foot-long thing of bread and just hit her. Sorry, I'll be better, Jeffree. Fucking bitch, don't you ever embarrass me again. So, Him and the mother took turns. Well, he beat her with the bread and then the mother ate it. Look at her. Look at the size of her. She's taking all the food. I said it before. Anyways, in the middle of all this is this Lux ass kisser who this Jessi Smiles girl has a point. All he does is lick Jeffree Star's butthole. That's all he does. Is he'll put up the stupidest fucking videos like, ooh, today Jeffree Star rescues Eugenia Cooney, and just repeat something that this dick said. Like, just like shows them together at their ranch or something like that. He's got no content, no discernible talent. I don't know what his talent is. Can he fart the Star Spangled Banner? What does he do? Other than wear really, really cheap dollar store makeup, a paper crown from Burger King on his head, and sit there like an angry Teletubby. And who gives a fuck about you and your tits? So he's sitting there, but he's really big, apparently. He's like a millionaire. So, hey, make that money if you can. Jessi Smiles and this other chick who I'll just call her, annoying chick, her co-host, started talking about this shit, about the Eugenia Cooney situation. And she went off on Paper Crown Boy. She went off on Teletubby. She's like, this guy has no moral fucking character. Amen. He's a piece of shit. I can't believe what basically just saying, how dare he pretend to care about this dying chick and use her for content. And she pointed out a specific instance, which I've talked about before, where he's on a TikTok live with Eugenia Cooney. She passes out, pretends to. She pretends to be dead. And he does this thing. I mean, again, she's 70 pounds or something. She's fucking dying. And she's like this, and he's like, oh my God, Chad, she's dying. Who do I call? Press 1 if I should call 911. Press 2 if I should call Burger King and get another crown. Press 3... It's the most juvenile. I mean, he must be like 25 or 26. It's like two retarded 10-year-olds playing a skit or something like that. You know well enough that she's so ill and there's something so wrong with her that there's a very real possibility she could pass soon. And you're playing like, oh, who do I call, chat? Do I call 911? Press 2 in the chat if I should call 911. Press 3 in the chat if I should just fist myself until I'm dead. So I would have pressed 3. But so he does all that shit. He starts so he gets triggered like a motherfucker. He makes a 2-hour video on this bitch and her podcast. She did one segment on him. I'd say it was like a 20-minute segment about why he's a piece of shit. Jeffree Star's a piece of shit. They're platforming this chick. In his defense, you should have shut the fuck up. You should have had another hamburger and just been the fuck quiet, because you just make yourself look like a fucking asshole. That we all know you are, but you're just helping. You're helping this chick's cause. He's like, first of all, the first thing, let me say to you, Jessi Smiles, is if I see you, I'm gonna come up to your face. And this is what he's gonna do. Brace. This is fucking mind blowing. I'm gonna say fuck you, and then shit on the floor, and then rub it in her face. No, I'm just gonna say fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Jessi Smiles. That's all you got? That's it? Listen, get a push-up bra, get those knockers in check, and let's talk about it. I can help you with some revenge. This is weak as fuck. So he's all pissed off, and he's just going on and on about her. But he's saying things like, you never know who's helping somebody. And by covering the shitty behavior I did on your channel, you're profiting off her, aren't you? Do you really not know? Do you not know that it's probably a really bad idea to platform this girl at all? Do you not know? You know. You're not that completely fucking stupid. You're not. Jeffree Star is not stupid. They are users. There's somebody who are using this girl. Now, Jessi Smiles, on the other hand, I don't know her character. I don't know what she's like. I don't know what this guy's like. I can only base off what I see off YouTube. But they do have a point too, and she kind of... To me, it just seems she seemed more focused on ripping these two, which I understand they're pieces of shit and everything like that, but the actual care for the girl who is dying seems to get lost in the shuffle of all this shit. And, then the little Burger King Teletubby boy goes, you can't help somebody get better who doesn't want to get better. Okay, you can't. So you're admitting she's got a fucking problem. You're admitting right there. She's got a problem. It's obvious she's got a problem. She looks like a Holocaust victim, for fuck's sake. You can't help everybody. You don't know what we did behind the scenes. You don't know how, we eat cake in front of her and laugh because she starts crying. You don't know how we, pinch her cheek a little bit and be like, ooh, girl, you got fat. You don't know what we do. You don't know. You don't know. You don't do shit. I do know you don't do jack fuck except make bank off this chick, and she's so oxygen deprived at this point in her fucking that thing of that bubble gum she calls brain that she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She's not bright. She's not the brightest bulb anymore. And I firmly believe a lot of that, she probably might have been really fucking smart. She's got no nutrients. She's got nothing to fucking stimulate whatever's up there anymore. She's dying. And you people are fighting over, oh, she's going to go to the ranch and she's going to hang out with me. We got her back. And, like Jeffree Star's ass, he's like, Eugenia, drink some water, show all the haters, drink some water. She took a sip of water, and she spit it off back on camera, too. Now, motherfucker, you really want to help her? Have her eat the fucking sandwich. Do a live stream where she's going to eat the fucking sandwich and sit there with her on live stream for up to 48 hours to make sure the bitch digested it. All right? But for this guy to be this mad, I highly recommend you go watch his video. His 2-hour rant. When you have to do a 2-hour rant and you can't break down point by point how this girl is a liar, because she didn't lie on you. It's all your own fucking evidence. You're a piece of garbage. The cherry on this cake is that I saw the clip because I didn't want to give him credit on his channel. So I saw the clip through Adam McIntyre watching. Adam McIntyre, the professional victim who's going around crying because, Colleen Ballinger showed him a tit once when he was 15 and he's still in recovery. Like, I got such shit from that story. I actually had somebody contact me and say, you don't know his trauma. It's like sending panties and he cried for 5 years. He's a pussy. It's because he's a pussy. That's right. He's a pussy. And I shared a story that happened to me that when I was 15 years old, a teacher had showed me her vagina. I didn't particularly want to see her vagina. It wasn't the best vagina. And I didn't curl into a ball and cry. I didn't think about it and have nightmares for years and years. I didn't consider myself a victim. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. She didn't force herself on me, so there wasn't anything like that. But people are like, hit the nerve to tell me, like, don't judge him because you haven't digested your own trauma yet. See, you have trauma. You just haven't identified it yet. No, the trauma is the people like you who love trauma. That's who it is. So I watched the video of, Mr. Cry, Weepy, Colleen Ballinger bothered me once, his video reacting to this, which is also monetized. Oh, this one would be too. Fuck that. Listen, I've never admitted to be a good person, all right? I've never said it. I think everybody else on that motherfucking planet thinks they're a good person. I think Jeffree Star thinks he's a good person. Teletubby with a bad dollar store makeup thinks he's a good person. Eugenia Cooney thinks she's a good person. But they all think they're great people. I will never tell you that I'm a good person. I'm a horrible, nasty individual, all right? Fuck the comments. You don't even have to leave them, all right? Just don't watch me. But yeah, so there's a new player, Jessi Smiles, and I'm sorry, I'm loving this. I know you want me to talk about other stuff too, so leave below. I keep saying, leave suggestions below, but other stuff you want me to cover on YouTube. All right. Peace. Feel angry right now. I could eat another hamburger, get another Burger King crown.